well, hey, welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. And of course, they've run over everyone else this season as well. So go ahead and get the likes up for that Champions League victory. Subscribe to the channel for the FA Cup final victory and get the notification bell on. You know they won the league. I think it's very interesting that we are 48 minutes deep here into the Manchester City season review. And we have not even mentioned one of the biggest, most influential parts of not just City season, but the entire English Premier League season. And you can add England to the Odenheim now because Thor landed. And okay, he had one bad game where Darwin Noodles was supposed to be better than he was way back when in the Community Shield. When Darwin Noodles was going to be bigger because he scored and Haaland didn't. And then Haaland went and did a madness this season.
Yeah.
What did he end on 52 goals?
He won 53 games.
52 goals, 53 games. It's absolutely incredible.
Such a disappointment. Golly.
Yeah,
I mean, but he didn't score in that final, so everything they bought him for is just
what
absolute.
an absolute bum.
An absolute bum.
You know, he's a tap-in merchant. That's all he is.
That's all he is.
He didn't even break the record from 85 years ago.
I mean, who hits it straight at Onana with a breakaway on his left or on his right foot? Sorry, he's off-footed. Yeah, like, come on, what a bum.
Well, you know, X, that one you're talking about where he had to come around and turn, and that literally was the only shot he had. And then somebody said Harry Kane would have made that, and then somebody dropped the video of Harry Kane missing literally the same shot. And it's funny because, you know, the thing about it is maybe this is the humility. I'm trying to find, you know, I mean, obviously I can shoot darts back. I have no problem with shooting darts back. My wit is quick enough. But I'm not thinking about Harry Kane. Why would I want to be salty about him? Harry Kane has 1-0. Why would I think about him or even talk about him in the same sentence? You know, he's a great striker, but he is not a winner yet. Maybe he'll win when he goes to United or Real Madrid or wherever he ends up. But yeah, you know, it was funny. You guys saw the interview he had with the panel, and he asked Henry a question. That part was beautiful because then he said something that I thought was important. He said, I'm 22. This is his first season. He's 22. Anybody who thinks he's not going to get better has lost their mind. And it's funny because then there was another comment. Again, I
didn't watch this season because he has improved this season.
Yeah, he's become more of a complete player.
And so the funny thing about it is that so people were like, yeah, you know, Haaland scored 52 goals, but look at how many goals Messi and Suarez and all that. And I said, okay, that's cool. And no one's going to take away the greatness of them, even though all of those were in La Liga against whatever. But then here's the thing that this was the question I asked, because, you know, I'm a question asker. I said, well, how old was Messi and Suarez when they did that? Were they 22?
Nope.
And so at that point, it's like, but Messi won the Ballon d'Or. That's not what I asked you. You talking about goals. You said Messi scored 56 goals or whatever, or 90,000 goals. How old was he when he did it? How many seasons did he have on the team in the system that he was doing? Because if you say more than one, then we can't have a comparison. And context matters in these things. And no one wants to have the nuanced argument about that. No one is saying that. This is where the history people kill me. No one is saying that Haaland is better than Messi. No one's saying that. But can you appreciate what he did? Okay, he didn't score in the final. And okay, so forever he got pocketed or whatever. Sure, okay, he still got a trophy. And he was the Golden Boot winner of the entire tournament. So
Messi was 25 years old when he did 91 goals in 2012.
Right.
So prime time. And he'd been in that Barca team for 8 years. So
And
Did you just say 91 goals?
in 2012, Messi scored 91 times.
Because Ronaldo scored 75 that year. It was something stupid.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. So
But look at that. And then now if we go there, let's just say who was passing Messi the ball? Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
The greatest Spain team that's ever lived.
Iniesta and Xavi.
And Busquets. Yeah, I mean, or was Busquets there, or was it
Busquets was born
Mascherano.
there, so yes,
Yeah,
Busquets
he
was
was born
probably.
there.
the same at that
And,
point?
and they have Payol and PK playing
Payol,
defense.
PK,
You know, so,
God.
like, no one had to drop back ever.
Alves in the goal. Yeah.
I remember watching one Barcelona Champions League game. It was around that time. Maybe it was 2014. And Payol and PK literally stood right on the halfway line for 72 minutes of that match, because that's how long Barcelona had the ball, and it was just literally just shot. They didn't have to play defense, so Messi could just do whatever Messi does.
I mean, we could still. Let's not,
I'm not minimizing it by any means. I'm just saying.
Let's not minimize who Holland is playing with as well.
Oh no,
Because in 10 years, are we going to look at this season and say, "Oh my God, De Bruyne, Rodri, Gundogan, Silva"? Like Holland ain't playing with scrubs neither.
Oh no, not at all.
And I agree, but if you look at for the comparison, the consistency, De Bruyne was in and out. De Bruyne didn't even finish the game. Then we think about also there was no creative guys playing him the ball. Remember early in the season when we were like, why is no one passing him the ball? So if he had those guys who played to match his style, you know how many goals he would have had this year? Think about early days when he was making runs and only De Bruyne was making the pass to him. No one else was making that pass. Think about how many he had 52, and the people didn't know how to play with him yet.
That's why, as optimistic as I am, all the rumors swirling about Arsenal strengthening, I'm still petrified because he's only going to get better. And okay, maybe City are gonna, they're going to be hindered by De Bruyne being out because he's probably going to be out. He won't be back before the season starts.
Yeah, he won't be there for the start.
But Holland is going to be better. City are going to be better than they were so we're going to have to elevate so much
Here's the thing.
to beat you guys.
We've seen but here's the thing about Holland, though. Like, as great as he is, as accomplished as he's been this season, I think we have found a system in the game to control or eliminate him from the games. Inter did it well. Real did it well. Whether they lost that game or not, Real did it well.
And what defense in the Premier League are you gonna compare?
I'm buying Antonio Rudiger back, and I'm making him do it for us every week. That's what I'm doing.
He's gonna travel to all the teams.
Aston Villa.
Rudy's gonna go from every team when City plays. Rudy's just gonna go to that team.
Litton Town ain't about to defend like Inter defended in that.
The funny thing,
it takes a prolific defender to do so, and there's not that many of them around. But I do think Saliba could handle that role when Arsenal plays Manchester City. I do think if we Grodival, I think if you bring in the Croatian, I think someone like that can handle. It's the physicality.
He's going to City, though.
He got destroyed.
He's not going. He's not going.
They're just scooping up all the defenders that can handle Holland.
They're just buying them.
Now, the funny thing is, in X, you make a great point because is there a formula to that? There is, but the funny thing is that he asked Henry on what he should do, but then there was the criticism that ESPN FC put out there, which again, I listened to it because there's always nuggets in the midst of whateverness. And so one of the guys said, I think it was Alejandro said, if Haaland knew how to make the runs based on the space that they created, then he would make different runs. And then his team would know how to play with them better, so he would get the ball. 22, first year in the team. You think he's not going to be in the film room seeing that? So right now that worked. But I promise you, the same way in that last video I sent you where Guardiola had to change the defensive system 4 times, and then on that 4th time, John Stones hit it, unstoppable. You think that man is? You think if those commentators saw it, you think Pep Guardiola didn't see that? Haaland comes back after his drunkenness of the summer, and I promise you, he knows that hey, I have an opportunity to be a world icon. My buddy has a 6-year-old son, and I bought him a City jersey. And I told him I was gonna buy one. I did buy him one, and his father doesn't know anything about the game, and so his son told him, "Can you tell him to buy me a Haaland jersey?" 5-year-olds know who he is. There's no way that this guy knows the status that he could attain, and he's not going to get better. That would be stupid. But I agree with you, X. There was a system that slowed him down, but the issue that the other teams ran into is there's 10 other guys.
You got 10 other guys who are going to score the goal. Right. No, yeah. That's right.
But I think that's good. I think you make a very valid point in that.
The problem is that we saw over the course of the season how he can adapt, how he can learn. You know what you noticed most about the last 2 Champions League games? Okay, Haaland didn't have a huge impact, but he came back for the ball a lot more than he hardly did that at all in the beginning of the year. But you saw that a lot more near the end of the season. You saw how he's been working on his touch. He's been working on coming back to get the ball with that. You know, a lot of times when you're a forward and you feel isolated and you're running around a lot, and you come back and you come back to the halfway line and touch the ball right back to Ruben Diaz and then run away just to get a touch on the ball. Mm-hmm. And he was doing that more and more, and so he has figured out how to insert himself into the system.
Yeah.
How to be a part of the system. So much so that it doesn't matter who's behind him.
Yep.
Whether it be Foden, Alvarez, of course, De Bruyne. It doesn't matter who is behind him. He knows where to be. I disagree completely that Haaland doesn't know where to run. They're creating the space, and so he doesn't know which space. I disagree with that completely. He definitely has an intelligence, and like you say, he's only going to get better.
Well,
he's only going to get better.
Not even in the prime.
Well, and here's a one, because if he added, like, for example, and this is credit to Arsenal in their purchase of Jesus to pair with Arteta, Gabriel Jesus' movement at the 9 is phenomenal. That's why he fits so well in City. He just didn't finish. But if Haaland adapted and adopted some of the stuff, the movements that Jesus does, because he's so good. That's why Arsenal was so good early. Like, his movement is insane. Because he wasn't always looking to score. He was just looking to advance the team. And so Haaland is not, he wasn't a hold-up guy. He's going to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
That'll be big. That'll be big for him.
I think his potential is, there's only one thing, and one thing only, that could keep him from being in the Messi Ronaldo conversation when he's done and dusted, and that's injuries.
Yeah.
So if he can stay healthy, we're looking at another historic super.
So it'll be Haaland and Mbappe instead of Ronaldo Messi. Is that what we're looking at?
Well, they're the next generation. Haaland and Mbappe are the next generation.
Right.
Which goes to Patrick's point about the Saudi purchase of Man United, because I sent you the thing where it said that the owners already had an agreement to sell Mbappe to United because of relationships. What I know is I actually would not be mad at that if Mbappe went to United. Not because I want them to be good, because I still think they suck, even though they don't historically. But I mean, they want the Ronaldo, Messi in the Prem. It's the same way where I'm telling the MLS to do whatever you need to do to get Ronaldo to the States, right? Whatever the charge is, I'm not saying doing anything corrupt in sports.
Oh, it's pretty bad. Bad.
It's not that bad. Have you actually researched that? Have you looked into what Ronaldo did?
No, I don't know anything. I just knew it was a legal thing.
Somebody came out and said he sexually harassed him. And
I thought it was more than sexual harassment.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he got banned from the country for it. So whatever it was,
he started with an R and ended in an E.
He can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what he was accused of, but they settled out of court, and he's not allowed to come back.
So you telling me the MLS can't find money to make that work?
I feel like you could. I think it sounds like a technicality to me.
And now is the time, because you don't want to wait
already. Yeah.
because Messi will probably give the MLS 3 years. You got to get Ronaldo here. If not in this season, you got to get him here for the start of the next one, easily.
Yeah.
But in England, I think that would be amazing. I mean, I would, even though and I'm being honest, I would prefer that Mbappe went to Arsenal, even though, and Jake, you got to explain to me how that works with him replacing one of your boys up front. But
It's Mbappe.
He's
a
know,
champion.
It still matters the depth, right?
I get it. I understand. He's an absolute champion, though. And, you don't. It'd be the same thing if we brought in Haaland. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, some guys are just on another level. And yeah, I love Martinelli. I love Gabriel Martinelli. I do. I really do. He's one of our best players this season. But not a soul at Arsenal starts over Kylian Mbappe.
No.
There's not a player on the team. There's not two players combined that start over Kylian Mbappe.
I mean, you got 2 years to figure it out and build the coffer, man. He's not re-signing that contract. He came out publicly and said he's not re-signing.
It's one.
A deep champion.
It's 1 year left.
Because if they don't re-sign him before January, he's going on a free.
He's not re-signing, and they will still have to sell him. You can't let Kylian Mbappe go for free. Although
run and we'll have some loot. We'll have some more.
Mbappe might want to go for free because then he can choose where he goes. That gives him a lot of power.
They don't want to let him go for free.
There's no way. I think he regrets turning down Real. I really do.
He burned that bridge. I don't ever see him going to Real.
See, I think
they don't care. They don't care. You can burn me. I don't
North
care.
London weather, man. I'm telling you that North London weather is really, really nice for a Frenchman.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You can just ask Giroud. Just ask Giroud, right?
Just ask Giroud. Yeah, man.
I like West London more, anyways.
But I mean, if we're doing the real math, there's a spot on the wing at City because Mahrez is apparently leaving. And I'm just saying.
Please no. Please,
it's literally a spot.
That one might as well just.
I'll go crash your bus, Lewis. That's not happening. I will go and be the bus driver, and y'all will not make it to a game. Like that won't happen.
There's no chance. No one else has a chance. If Mbappe goes to City, there's no shot for anyone ever until they both get injured forever or they're gone. There won't be a chance for anyone.
I'm going to pull a Keane and I'm going to double leg someone's kneecap on the side of the road. Right.
They're going to King style next season. You better look out. When you play Aston Villa, it's over.
Oh, wait a minute. Because we let MSN happen at Barcelona, and then we let BBRB. What is Ronaldo and all of them? Ronaldo and
Ronaldo, Kaká, Benzema. Yeah.
Yeah, we let that happen. Why City can't have Haaland and Mbappe together? Why?
No.
Why?
Because the rest of us want a chance to win the league.
No one cares about anyone else.
No one cares about
No one cares.
Look, man, take that boilie money. You just got to throw it in the dumpster, take the boilie money, and just ride it out. Like,
oh my God, dude. That'd be awful. I'd be upset.
I'd be so happy with that.
I bet you would.
I'm sure you would.
But if you do need a 9, you could always play him as a 9 and, really have a competition there.
Look, him and Nkunku could get along great. That's all.
Look,
Nkunku, exactly. Nkunku, Fofana. I'm just saying.
Guys, are y'all really trying to sell Donkey Foot to City right now? Come on. Are y'all really building up to selling Romelu Lukaku to City right now? That's what you're trying to convince him of?
No, we're sending him to Saudi.
Come on, guys.
We're sending him to Saudi.
Let's be real.
We're going to get us some oil.